Hi. I forgot to turn. Oh my! Did I fucking? I forgot to turn off the fucking. Oh my god! You saw nothing. My camera is so big and cool. You guys can't see it because you're fucking stupid. That was mean. That was mean. That wasn't mean. That was warranted. You guys deserve that. Hi everyone. Now, before we start, I know you're gonna be asking yourself,
Joe, why on earth did you not? What's with the lack of clips? I thought you were gonna make some big old clip montage. This is supposed to be a fucking montage channel, a fucking VRCHAT channel. What's going on with that?
very valid question. My counterpoint, fuck you. I would hope that I would have had like more clips by now, but like it takes time to get that shit. And I just haven't been on a whole lot recently. Not that like I'm not recording or anything, but like combining with like the lack of time and the lack of like funny shit that goes on, even when I'm provoking it, I just got nothing. I will show you one clip and I'm gonna show you, it'll be right here.
I might have to tickle you about it later.
What the fuck? I'm guessing.
I'm not doing
Oh.
that.
I'm getting harassed by Nezuko. What the fuck is this?
Hey.
I'm getting harassed. I'm getting harassed.
Like big black penises in my mouth.
Dude, same. See, that was fucking hilarious. Just be patient a little longer, please. I swear to fucking God, it's so worth the wait. I just need time. I just need time. So I just need time. All right, now we got that stuff out of the way. Let's get on to my video. What I want to make. What I want to do. What was I doing again? This is what happens when you actually don't have a fucking script and just want to improvise and do shit on a knee-jerk reaction. It's fun, by the way. It's totally not stressful. I am not amped up on 200 milligrams of caffeine right now. So today, I thought, why on earth would I not want to like tell people about my personal experience with VRCHAT? Because, you know, it's like anyone else cares. Is this actually recording? Is this correct? I already did this bit in the other video. It's funny a second time. Don't worry. Just laugh along with me. Anywho, this is my kind of experience with VRCHAT. How I'm going to like dice this up is going to be like groups of people that I've come across and like how I've had like my experience with them. It's not like, they're not all horrible. They're not all great either. If I were to put VRCHAT in the least amount of words to describe it, it would be an experience to behold. It is the strangest, funniest, and probably the most horrific shit you'll ever see in your life. But it's worth it, I guess. With that being said, let's get into the funny category group things of people that I've met on this platform. I'm gonna be honest with you, without having any at all fucking script, this is really challenging. This is really, it's a struggle. So the first group of people that I've actually like ran into that were like, it's universally agreed upon that like they're annoying as shit, and like everyone has that kind of like, they've had this personal experience with them. It's pretty fucked. Oh my God, my camera's fucking inverted. Are you shitting me right now? Oh my God, the camera was inverted the entire time. I didn't even realize it. What the fuck? Ignore me, I'm having a meltdown. I'm sure you guys can read that shit. I know you can see that. Don't fucking lie to me. You know what that's brush kids. These fuckers universally suck ass. Like there is seldom a silver lining to this group. It is just universally agreed upon. They just fucking suck. Like, could it be like, maybe they're just like, you know, they're just kids. They're dumb. They're stupid. They're gonna say dumb shit, do dumb shit. They're dumb. They're just kids. You know, they're be dumb. You know, what are you gonna do? The problem is like, I cannot go into a Murder 4 lobby anymore without having at least one kid fucking screaming at me and yelling the most horrendous shit known to man, or needing my attention as though I'm their fucking parent and I'm supposed to attend to them at every waking moment. Kids are funny. They're dumb. Mainly dumb and funny. Also, just dumb. I want to reiterate that point at least 3 times to make sure that you know that I am really, really dead serious about what I'm saying right now. Anyway, well, they're not the greatest of things. Things. I'm fucking referencing a group of children as things. I mean, they're basically things. They're enigmas, anomalies. You don't understand them. So these have just been more or less a bane of my existence in any lobby that I join. As for like anyone else that I know, this has just kind of been universally agreed upon. It's like they're not the greatest. And I don't know what YouTuber was. I don't fucking remember. I don't know if there is. I want to say it was some VRCHAT YouTuber that more or less made that brush avatar super trendy. Holy shit, you have unleashed hell on this world. It's like Uganda Knuckles all over again, but just painfully unfunny. But anyway, that's Brush Kids. They're not the greatest at all. Can y'all see that shit? I hope you can. That says E-boy and E-girl. Morning team. Anywho, this is kind of another group that it's very much a mixed bag. I'm gonna be saying that a lot this video. I know damn well I'll be saying mixed bag a lot, but it explains because it's not universal as to what they are. But like, if I were to like give it like the most 2 prominent categories that I have experienced on like almost a daily occurrence with joining VRCHAT, it'd be these 2. Hold on, I didn't get the eraser. I fucked up. You mean I'm so small? I'm so sorry. I'm not sorry. Fuck you. Why am I apologizing for my height? I'll put that over here. That's my eraser, just in case. These are the two most prominent categories I've experienced with this specific group of people, is that they're usually insanely and insatiably horny, or they're just shy and awkward. There is seldom an in-between. Don't get me wrong, there's always those weird outliers where like they're very sociable, very nice, very loving people, and they make the experience all the better. Not everyone's gonna be one of these two, but this is like the two most prominent categories that I have experienced on a near daily basis when I run into these specific types of avatars. Not always the case. There's always those very socially outgoing people that I love talking with, and they make the atmosphere very joyous and fun. And don't get me wrong, the style of this group of like these kinds of avatars, like the drip that they have, I fucking love that shit. It's very cyberpunk-esque. So like it's very much cyberpunk-esque, and I am a fucking slut for that kind of attire. I love that shit so much. But here's the problem where like these in it by itself aren't the worst. Totally, they're manageable. But here's where the problem occurs. It's when they combine. This is where the problem starts, is when they fucking combine. That's when it gets so undeniably weird for the lobby. I was gonna tell a story. I'm gonna forget the story. You're not getting the story till later. You don't deserve the fucking story. Fuck you. You don't deserve this. You don't know anything about me. You will know nothing about me. You will have not a single ounce, iota, droplet of knowledge about me. You will know nothing of me until I actually get those clips out. You will know nothing about me. But anywho, this kind of group is just when they combine, it makes shit awkward. There's been times where like you know who they are. Like they want to get with some like e-girl. It's always the e-girl avatar too. They want to get with an e-girl avatar, some anime girl avatar, and like they're not forthcoming about it, so they just do this shit. They're just dead silent and just approach you, and then just like start doing this little shimmy thing and thinking as though that doing this weird ass fucking peacock bird mating ritual dance is somehow going to clue them in on, oh yeah, you're horny. I obviously want to be with you now because you did that weird ass fucking dance because you don't have a VR headset and you're probably the age of 35 and it's just the most awkward shit. And I hate dealing with this. What doesn't make any sense about this platform is that these kinds of people and a few other groups that I'm going to mention later on, it's just they want to be horny. They just want to get some actual e-pussy or e-dick. And I like, don't get me wrong, to each their own as to what they want to do with their life. But come on, man, I just don't do it in front of me. It makes me awkward. I just get Anywho, this is a very strange group. I've ran into this a lot, and I'm sure a lot of people who have been in VRCHAT, it's been interesting. The group that I'm a part of, you remember that, right? You did watch my channel intro, right? So help me God, if you didn't watch the fucking channel intro, you will know pain. You will fucking, you have no idea what I'm capable of. Do you have any idea how many, I am a U.S., you are speaking to a future U.S. Army soldier. A good experience with furries, it's very dependent, and it's with any group. It depends on the group that you get with the first time experience. My first time experience with furries wasn't that bad. They were very nice, loving people, and it kind of eased me in to stop being such a hateful sack of shit and just went, wow, I guess other people are different than me, and maybe I should give it a shot. And here we are. But this group, obviously, you know, as much as I want to praise it, even though I am a part of it, it does have its bad apples, because there's bad apples to every bunch, but there's bad apples to this specific bunch to where I've had personal experiences in like many lobbies, anything from Black Cat to Murder 4 to fucking Prison Escape, to where it explains why I wear this avatar and you don't see me wearing a Persona avatar. And there's a reason why, and I'm going to show you. I'll show you why here in a second. This is the one part of the video I'll actually be dead serious on. This shit, this subsect of furry fandom is the one reason why I don't wear it in public lobbies. I've had countless experiences, not like, well, I guess not countless, but I've had a good chunk of experiences to where it was when I was trying to be comfortable wearing with furry avatars in public lobbies, to where I would like be fucking touched and seduced. And don't get me wrong, I don't have an issue with that, but it's usually when it's like I'm okay with it, and when I'm okay with it, you're kind of rolling dice, and I just don't like being treated like that. Head pats are fine, pets are fine. Groping me and then saying some weird sweet nothings to me, kind of pushing your limits there. You're pushing your luck. But this kind of shit, it's just the last time I wore a fucking furry avatar in a public lobby, this true story, I was wearing this green one. I'll probably have an image of it somewhere. If I don't, I'm probably fucking lazy. I hate you, Joe. Post at it. I fucking hate you so much for not showing this shit. If you do show it, great. If you don't, fuck yourself. Kill yourself. Die now. Right now. But there was one time where I was in a Murder 4 lobby, and I was, I think it was this couple came in. It was like this, it was these two guys. They were a couple. They were apparently having some weird relationship issues, I guess. I don't know. That's what I kind of deduced. And atypically, I'm listening to music when I'm like, you know, fucking around in VRCHAT. And sometimes I'm too lazy to pull out OVR Toolkit. and I just like click on my Steam home menu or my fucking Steam VR menu just to change music, because that means I'd go into the AFK position. So before I was changing songs and shit, these guys were talking to me. They were sweet, very flirtatious in nature, a bit weird. I don't know if they were polyamorous. I don't really know. I'm not into that kind of shit. But they were getting very flirtatious with me, and I was very uncomfortable. I was like, yeah, that's great. And one of them in particular was getting very, very with me on that shit. It was fucking weird. So I was like, oh, that's great. And I went AFK to go change a song. May or may not have went AFK to fucking evade him and actually trying to get some breathing room for me. And while I was doing that, I saw the guy lay on my lap, and I was like, huh, that's interesting. Why are you doing that? It didn't make any fucking sense. So I'm just chilling there, trying to wait for him to go away, and he just didn't. The boyfriend finally spawns back in, and he starts like, hey, what are you doing? He's like, this guy's, he's a lot better now. And I'm like, am I being fucking entangled in a literal relationships quarrel? I don't want to, I just want to play Murder 4, man. And that was like the last time I had ever worn a furry avatar in public lobbies, because that shit was the line. That was on top of previous experiences of being finesse. I'll wear this any given day. It's a very nice, lovable, approachable avatar, and everyone loves it. And plus, it's kind of my identity. But funny little personal story. But yeah, this kind of part of the furry fandom, not a big fan of. But then again, it's not everyone's cup of tea. That's just kind of a weird part. Why do you exist? Anime, baby, look at this thing. Look at it go. I love this rainbow color. It's really nice. I love this game. I love this game so much. Now, I understand this is a very umbrella term, and I cannot do it justice by just saying, oh, anime characters are all like this. One of these fandoms, literal fucking curveball. Like, don't get me wrong. This is kind of expected with furries, e-boys and shit, kind of a given. This one fandom that I'll show you, I did not expect this at all. Let's get into some subsects of, anime, just so we have some clear definition. Here's my 3 categories. The 3 categories are Persona, Danganronpa, and Genshin. First, let's start with Genshin. Genshin has been nothing but positive for the most part. I didn't get a few weird people over here and there, but for the most part, it's been pretty good so far. Like, I've met a lot of really lovely people through the Genshin fandom, and a lot of amazing people, and bonded with a few of my friends over this game as well. This game has been nothing but beneficial to me, and I personal experience, I love the people in this community. They're really loving, caring people. Granted, some are estranged and do some pretty sketchy things. Bad apples to every bunch. I will say that a lot, and I'm going to continue saying that, because not everything can be generalized into one subset category. Genshin's pretty decent. Like, Genshin community in VRCHAT is pretty good. From my personal experience, let me remind you of that. I need to say that and reiterate that over and over again. This is my personal experience. My experience. Oh, fuck you. I hate you. Anyway, that's Genshin for you. Now on to the next one. This is the trouble child of the bunch. A bit of a disclaimer. It's gonna be a shocker as to how I explain my experience with the Danganronpa community. There's a lot of racist people in it. I'm not saying all of them are like that, but like, from the people that I've met, and especially in the game Danganronpa Next, I have never heard so many racial epithets and slurs be slewed across the fucking floor like it was literally like another Tuesday to them. Personally, it may be the group that I was hanging out with. I cannot confirm or deny that. It takes one person to say a racial epithet or a racial slur, and everything goes to hell, and everyone just magically turns racist. I cannot explain it, and I feel like even if I did have an explanation, it wouldn't do it justice as to how fucking chaotic these kinds of Danganronpa Next games can get on VRCHAT. I want to believe that's a good fandom. It can do good. Because people give Genshin like shit for like it having pedophiles, but like they're few and far between, hard to come by unless you go looking for them. Danganronpa, what the fuck? I don't know. I'm willing to give it the benefit of the doubt and say they're not like this, but holy shit. Persona. I know nothing of this game, but they're an interesting bunch. It's like a weird middle ground where it's like, it's there. And I have a few friends who actually love Persona, and they're lovely, amazing people. And I love them to death, and they love this game. So, I mean, it's an interesting group and an interesting fucking fandom on VRCHAT. It's different on here. People, what the fuck? Belch. I can taste my lunch with that. It's just like when people can actually like convey themselves in like a medium to where they can dress up like exactly like the characters from it. It yields results. Definitely do vary, but it's just an interesting process. Sweet Jesus, these 3 fandoms have changed my life either for the better or for the worse, and I'm not going to say which one is which. I hate this group so much. It is the most burdensome and cumbersome fucking group that I've ever encountered in my life. Granted, there are worse. groups out there, and I'll get to those in a second, but Jesus Christ, if you find it as a necessity to fucking put on your big-ass avatar, fill up the lobby, and make it a living nightmare for the rest of us.
Oh, man, I like this avatar.
Oh my god, how about you like it in a different location? These avatars aren't the worst. I've seen like one of my favorite oversized avatars is the Iron Giant. It's a really cool one. And Mountain Lady. Both for personal reasons. Just don't wear it in my fucking lobbies and we'll be fine. Don't check your mailbox if you do this in a fucking public lobby. You will know why. This beautiful community. I could not be more grateful for a community. Granted, it does have its moments and its quirks and its weird times where it can have, like, you know, internal conflict and dispute. Overall in VR chat, it's been nothing but positive and fun. I love this community to death. Like, it is bar none one of, if not my favorites. And it is like personally, like outside of VR chat, it like by itself shifted the paradigm of fucking everything about me. And I couldn't be more grateful for it. Like this fandom right here, just phenomenal. I love it to death. Now, before you ask me, and has been, it's Angel Dust, and Hell of a Boss, it's Stolas and Sally Mae. Don't ask why. This group in particular. Okay, so before I get into this one, for client users, if you use it for accessibility issues or just things that you need to use for VRChat to make it a better experience for yourself, that be with anything for like just accessibility in general. Totally cool with that. Don't give a fuck. I'm totally okay with that. That's fine. But if you're literally using it to go into a Murder 4 lobby and pull all the objects to you, hey guys, whoa, what's going on? They're just swirling me. We know what you're doing. You are fooling literally no one. You are not. These kinds of people beyond the good faith users, genuine scum, genuine trash. I fucking hate these people so much. They actually anger me because they're like, oh, yeah, look at me, guys. I can fucking do this now. Oh, what the? Wow, this is crazy. I just like crashed the lobby. It's like, dude, like, you have literally nothing better to do with your life than fucking ruining everyone else's day. I like ruining people's day, but I do it for comedic relief, and everyone laughs at the end of the day. You fucking ruin people's day, and no one fucking laughing, no one fucking finds it funny. Anyway, this is kind of just, I'm not a big fan of these users, and I don't think anyone within their right mind honestly is. It is what it is. Anywho, guys, that's just kind of this video. I just wanted to talk about my personal experience with VRChat as a whole. There's a lot of other fandoms that I wanted to get into, but let's be honest, I'm too lazy and probably just kind of forgot what they were. Interesting experience. It doesn't make the experience bad, it just makes it all the more interesting. Anyway, that's just kind of my synopsis of the generalized experience within certain fandoms of VRChat. Does that mean you're gonna get the exact same thing? No, definitely not. Every VRChat experience is unique and everyone has it different. Some of those groups, universal, and people feel relatively the same about them, unless you're in that group, to which you feel the exact opposite, but then again, your opinion isn't valid. But yeah, it's just how I experienced it. Some of those groups, definitely strange. The Danganronpa one was definitely the weirdest one of all. I'm gonna shut my mouth before I say something I may regret, but overall, lovely groups, lovely people. I'm getting clips, I am working on it. It's hard to get funny shit in lobbies sometimes, and I'm being very patient with the process, as should you. Be patient a little bit longer, okay? I will get around to fucking getting that I'm trying, okay? You got the one clip. Don't be greedy, don't be fucking greedy. Be happy. Be grateful that I'm doing this. I am a merciful God. You will know pain. And look at him, he's just... There'll be a video about clips and shit eventually. Just anytime. I don't know when. Expect something soon, I guess, within the next, next 2 months? Something like that. I don't know. In the meantime, I'll fill the fucking void and dead air time with this shit, I guess. Remember in the last video I told you guys that I loved you? Yeah, I didn't mean it at all. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. I'm gonna leave you at a complete another disillusioned state of unknowingness. An absolute fucking purgatory of a state of mind. You'll never know if I love you. You'll never know if I hate you. I'll never be honest with you. I'll never tell you the truth. I'll never lie. You'll never know what is real and what is not. You will never know. Bye-bye. Bye. Look at this guy.